Hey, another video. I'm on the Pacific Coast Trail. Pup, come on. Taking a hike. It's gorgeous here. A lot of flowers in bloom, and the rocks are really shiny. Of course, I'm on a rock. It's beautiful here. Just, healing. It's what we're all being called to do. If you're searching for answers to things that seem kind of unexplainable, I can name a million of them. Synchronicities, deja vu, just things that you pretty much cannot explain. That's what I was going through for a long time. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who are going through the same thing. And it can be painful, that's for sure. And there's no magic cure for it. There really isn't. I found that Reiki healing helps. If you're looking for ways to heal, say, from a broken heart, or, betrayal. There's actually a thing as being addicted to betrayal. I don't know that I'm addicted to it, but I sure have been through a lot of it. I guess they're calling it a spiritual awakening. Oh gosh, I gotta go down here and get this rock. It's really awesome. Oh, wow. I don't know if... Oh, I broke my fingernail today. Oh, shoot. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. Oh, shoot. Oh, there. That's getting better. Hold on a sec. You know what? I've got my phone on the wrong setting. Oh, shoot. Can't see it. It's like it's a big chunk of blue quartz. Oh, well, anyway. Yeah. We're all going to be going through it. The vibrations of the planet have been changing. And we have switched from masculine energy to the feminine energy. And this explained a lot to me. When the masculine is hurt or denied something, he lashes out. And when the feminine is hurt, they internalize it and make it their fault. So, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. This is about the energies and about intuition. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, shoot. I wasn't even looking at my phone. Sorry about that. Shoot, come on. Nope, going the wrong way. Come on. Okay. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see how pretty that really is. But it's gorgeous here. The flowers all the way down. I've seen poppies and... Oh, shoot. What's it called? Anyway. Indian paintbrush. And, anyway. Man, the rocks here are gorgeous, too. But back to what's going on. Because I'm telling you, it was mind-boggling for me. And, when you're hurting and you need answers, you'll start searching and you'll start searching. I know I did. But some of the best things for that are creativity, getting a piece of wood, woodworking. That's a real good cure for what ails you, I'm telling you, especially if it's mental or anxiety, things like that. Really helps. There's another piece. Nope. Oh, it's in the ground. Oh, you can't really see it. It's blue quartz. Come on, pup. But I've been out here on the PCT trail for a while, and there's a lot of hikers out here. There's a lot of them. It's gorgeous, and they're probably, clearing their head too. I don't know, how many people are going through this, but I do know that everybody's going to be going through it at one point or another, and to some degree or another. Not everybody's going to have the same trip. They call it a journey. I called it a trip. But anyway, because I was just blown away. Oh, wow. This one is stunning. I don't know if you're going to... I won't be able to get a shot of that. Man, it is purple and it is shining like crazy. Anyway. Oh, there you go. Oh, that rock formation up there is really pretty. There it is. It's, this has been planned for quite some time. And from what I understand, I heard Cryon say, and he's, his name is Lee Carroll, and he channels Cryon. And, Cryon is an otherworldly being, and I do believe they have been here amongst us for a very, very long time, and that shouldn't be a secret to anybody. Anybody who doesn't believe it has pretty much got their head in the sand. I mean, they're here. They've been here. They've been here forever. And this really shouldn't be a secret at all. I don't know why the governments are always trying to cover it up. Because they've been hiding secrets. That's why. The government, they definitely have been hiding secrets. And they've been hiding them for a very long time, but it's not going to go on for very much longer. Because the truth is coming to the light. If it's been done in the dark, it is coming to the light. And we're not here to be part of the problem. We're here to be the solution. We're here to help everyone go what they have to go through. And pretty much, it's going to be healing trauma. And believe me, I don't think anyone's going to come through unscathed. Everyone's going to see the truth about their childhood, the truth about their parents. Your children are going to see the truth about you, and so on and so forth. But eventually, and believe it or not, what will happen is you're going to come to the realization that we're all playing a part. Even the narcissists in your life, they were children, just like you. A narcissist and an empath can grow up in the same family. They can grow up a year apart in the same family and be totally different, like all children are. And I've been learning a lot about this recently. God, this rock's just too cool to walk by. Oh, you can't see the colors in it. I guess I gotta get an iPhone. Darn it. But, I'll tell you, when I started going through it, I was hiking the desert. I hiked the desert for years. Every morning I would leave at sunup, and I'd come back at sundown, and then after a while, when I realized I really was protected, they kept telling me I was protected, but I didn't believe it. But when I started realizing that, I would just go out to the desert and stay for days on end, weeks on end, pretty soon it got to the point where I didn't even keep my place anymore. I just couldn't be inside. There's something really healing about nature. Very healing. No lie, very healing. And, ooh, I'm looking at a turquoise rock. Oh, God, it's pretty. Yeah, nature. I stop in my tracks all the time, just looking at all the rocks and things. It's so pretty here. Anyway, I've been out here camping for like 4 days. That's why I'm not about to put my face on camera. But, ooh, God, that one's so shiny. Good girl. I just want to help anyone else who's out there going through the same thing that I'm going through. Because I'm telling you what, there is, you can fight it. No one can fight it quite as good as I can, I don't think, because I'm telling you what. I'm a metal ox in Chinese astrology. And you can't move a metal ox. You can't budge them. They can't be bought. They can't be, and no amount of pain is going to budge me because, pain's pretty much all I've known my whole life. It's really not going to work on me. So I kept myself stuck for the last 3 years. 3 years of my life getting worse and worse purgatory. Saturn, boy, the taskmaster, I'm telling you what, that's what they call him, but he might be a little worse than that to me for sure. Because until I do, as I'm being guided, they call it guided. I have another word for it. But until you do what you are being guided to do, things aren't going to go right in your life. So, if you have been noticing that, things are falling apart, your life isn't working, everything you try, you can't seem to get accomplished what you need to accomplish. If your bank shuts you out of your account, if your house gets foreclosed on, if, you got to stop and look at what you're doing, your situation. Whoa, sorry, had to go off trail here. You have to stop and look at your situation. And you have to ask out loud or in your head, it doesn't matter. Just ask, what am I doing wrong? And you know what? That answer is going to come because they want you to know what you're doing wrong. And they're going to keep putting you through the same repetitious cycles over and over and over. I mean, seriously, it gets rough. I mean, let me describe to you what happened to me when I was being particularly abstinent. Let's see. The ATM machine ate my ATM card. I had left my place and I was a couple states away and I didn't have my P.O. box anymore, and they said that the address on my P.O. box is the only place that they would send a new card to. And it would take like 2 weeks. And I had no money, no food, no gas, and I'm stranded 2 states away. And so you call to get money from someone and it's like, oh, just a bad time. You can't, someone you could depend on every other time in your life. But at that point in time, you can't depend on them. So then you call someone else and they send you the money, but then you go to look for your driver's license. You can't find your driver's license. It's not there. Your driver's license is missing, right? It's like, okay, now you're stranded without any ID or any of that. You can't get to your account, so you come up with creative ways. Of course, anything to like survive, you and your dog. Well, in my case, me and my dog. But, oh man, they're so pretty. They're so shiny. Anyway, yeah. And then you're still abstinent and you're still cussing and you're still not doing what you're guided to do. So your car gets stolen. It has your birth certificate in it. And now you're really screwed, right? Oh, heck yeah. Now you're on the streets. So, you can be abstinent all you want, but I'm telling you what, until you're doing what you're being guided to do. And if you don't know what you're being guided to do, it's easy enough. Just ask. The answer will come. No lie. It may take a minute, may take a day, but it shouldn't take too long. The answer will come. I guarantee you. Oh, wow. I'm finding the most awesome rocks. Oh, they're out doing themselves today. I don't know. You can call it your higher self. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, pretty. You can call it God. You can call it a higher power. You can call it anything you want. It will answer to it. Well, try not to cuss too much because I did that and it didn't work for me. It severely didn't work for me. So, you know, it gets worse once you start doing that. It gets way worse. They don't like it, especially Mercury, the planet Mercury. If you're in a Mercury Mahadasha, don't be cussing. Because that's when they get real. Now, they're not, they're not evil or anything like that. They're here to help us through a transition of the Earth's vibrations, which, you know, it wasn't even for sure whether we were going to make it through the Cold War. But once we did, people started to awaken. And, boy, I'm telling you, it's tough. Because you see every person you ever wronged, and you feel like immediately making amends. And you see people who are wronging you. And I mean wronging you in a very, very big way. People who have been wronging you your whole life, you didn't even know that they were doing it. You know? Like one of them that I called for money when I got in that pickle. Turns out that was one of them, and they were happy to see me where I was, you know? So, if you pray, and it doesn't matter who you pray to, but you best be praying to somebody. Because I'm telling you what, that's been my big hang-up. I always believed in God. But when I started going through this, what I was being shown, I about faced it big time. I thought there's no way there could be a God. No God would ever let this stuff go down. You know, I mean, we have turned this planet into a mess. We truly have. And it's been our own doing. Even unwittingly, because, believe me, my stuff was unwittingly. It really was. I mean, believe me, it was. But, you know, they'll know whether it was unwittingly or not because they already know what's in your mind. They know what's in your soul. They know what's in your heart. They know it all. They know it all. So maybe it is your higher self. I don't know. But all I know is they know it all. There's nothing you can hide. They'll go to extremes to show you that they know it all. And they know more than you even remember. I mean, they brought up some dreams I had as a child that I never mentioned to anybody. To no one. I must have been 5 years old when I had a particular dream. And they brought that up to me and I went, what? You know, I searched my memory banks. I never told a living soul about that dream. It was just too... Nope, Pop, we're going this way. We're almost to the campsite. Come on. Anyway, I never told a living soul. And they're bringing all this stuff up to me, and I'm like, I was freaking out. I mean, I was really... Okay, Pop, baby, okay. I was really freaking out. Okay, baby, okay. Okay. I screwed up. Yep, I did. Anyway, I'm going to be making a lot more videos. At least 3 a week. You know, when you make a word to them, when you give them your word on something, you best be keeping it too. If you say, okay, I'll do it, and you don't do it, ooh, please don't go there. Ooh, look at this rock. This pink one. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, that's a good one. That's beautiful. Oh my. Got a whole bunch of them. I only collect the itty bitty ones anymore because the big ones. Oh, sometimes I see them and I just want to pick them up so badly. But I don't. Oh, I found a purple one that's just gorgeous and so shiny. Anyway. Yeah. They're really looking for people to step up. Step up, grow up, whatever you got to do. Yeah, believe me, all the stuff will come to the surface. It'll come bubbling up and you'll be amazed. Because stuff you don't remember from 4 years old comes up. And you swear that never happened, that never happened, that never happened. And then they prove to you that it happened. Oh my God. And see, it's not that you remember it per se. It's that you feel it in your gut. Oh my God, that must have happened. Because I've got every symptom in the book from what they're saying, like a childhood trauma, So they say, you were molested as a kid, and you say, no, that never happened. I was never molested. And then all of a sudden, and they don't do it right away all at once or anything like that. They bring it to your awareness so you have time to sit there and think about it and ponder over it and wonder and wonder and wonder. And then you start thinking, oh gosh, what if it could be true? And then all of a sudden you'll see something and you'll go, oh man, it might be true. That probably is true, And then you're stuck with this gaping wound. And it hurts like boy, does it hurt. I'm telling you, it hurts. But what they're saying is you'll get through it. Because as this is happening, you are being protected. You're being protected from all the elements that have hurt you in the past. Not protected from learning lessons. Let me make that clear. Because I saw a video where it told me not to call out a covert narcissist, okay? It said, do not call out the covert narcissist. And I'm thinking, I had a big mad on, right? A big mad on. More mad than I had ever been. Because all these things from my past started flooding in, and all the truths from my past started flooding in. And I was really mad. So I called her and her husband out for being narcissists, covert narcissists. And they're evil, vile creatures, right? So vile. Anyway, and I'm thinking, well, I can take her. I can take her. I know I can take her. She got 100 pounds on me, but I know I can take her. So, guess what? They were laying in wait for me after an 8-mile hike on a really hot day. And there was just more than her. Yeah, the big guys and stuff. It took me down. And then I go to the hospital and they wouldn't let me in because I didn't have a mask on. Can you believe it? I had to walk to the hospital because they took my keys and my purse and the keys to my house and everything. Yeah. And my next door neighbor had been calling the police on me every day for like the entire summer. And when I'm screaming for help, he didn't call the police. So I sat there throwing rocks at his trailer all night. Crying because I had broken ribs and stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. They'll let you get your butt kicked if they're trying to teach you a lesson, So if you hear something and you hear it from way more than one source, like never call out a covert narcissist, and I'm serious about that, don't do it. That's probably the biggest thing I can tell you, because I'm telling you, that was a good lesson for me. Yeah, I cooked. Man, I was hurting for a while. Shoot. Anyway, you don't want to do that. You don't want to call them out. Because they are conniving, malicious, vindictive. Oh, man. I've got a lot to say about narcissists. Oh, boy, that's beautiful. Yeah, I've got a lot of... I can educate you on narcissists. I've been studying them for 4 years. I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. Because I am never, ever, ever, ever going to have another narcissist in my life. Never. So once I started studying narcissists, I'm telling you, boy, did I study narcissists. Once I started studying them, and Dr. C, He's really good. Let me see who else. Dr. Romney. She's excellent. Trace. Denise. No. Ah, shoot. Romano. Lisa A. Romano. She's great. These are people who've been through it too. And they're putting their abundant wealth of resource out there into the world via YouTube and, many other platforms. You could probably find them wherever you need to find them. They're great. They help you to not feel so alone. And believe it or not, you are not alone. Oh, they are right there with you. Every minute of every day. And they have been since you got here. Believe it or not. They have been with you every minute of every day. There's no way they can know the stuff of when you were 5 years old and you not even know it. And they, believe me, talk about skeptic. That'd be me. But they were going to convince me. And I'm telling you what convinced me they did. Oh my. I'm telling you. Oh wow, that's pretty. They convinced me. They convinced me for sure. Yeah, they did. Oh shoot. They convinced me through signs and synchronicities. Oh boy, let me tell you. You say something and all of a sudden it comes to you. Or I was telling my pup out in the desert, silly pup, tricks are for kids. And then something pops up the next day, with silly kids, tricks are for kids. And I'm just like, this is just too bizarre. All these just started bombarding me. And, songs. Yeah, you'll hear it in songs. I still haven't heard music. It's going on 3 years since I turned on the music. I don't know. I don't know. I was really going through it, and I still am. No lie. God, this was gorgeous. I don't know if you'll be able to see it shine. Oops. Probably not. I don't know. It's got some clear quartz right there. Anyway. Yeah. They'll convince you. Swear they will. If I told this one guy, because I'm forever talking to my guides. Forever talking to my guides. Or cussing them. God forbid you do that because you won't like what happens. The planets will take you down a notch or 2 or 5 or 10. I'm telling you, I had to go all the way down. I had to go all the way down. I had 2 cars wrecked. Hey, it doesn't end until you start paying attention to what they're telling you. It really doesn't end. No lie, it doesn't end. Just ask them. Say, if you're there and you want me to know that you're there, then give me a sign. And you can even ask for a specific sign. Doesn't matter, a feather, dancing birds is what I asked for. Oh God, they were beautiful. Right in front of my forehead, me and Pup. And it was a really windy day. We were on top of this big hill and they were just dancing right in front of us, up and down, and tag teaming each other. And oh, it was gorgeous. Anyway, yeah, anytime you need a sign, you ask for it. They'll give it to you. No lie. You'll never know when. You may know how. Or they just might show you something else because you said it the day before, Just to show you that they're there and they're trying to help you through whatever it is you're going through. Because like I said, it's different for everyone. For me, it was mostly narcissists. I don't know if they're going to be healed. I can only pray for them. Because, some are family members and stuff. people that were very close to me. But, you know, and this is what I learned, and take it from me, and you might as well listen up, because I'm telling you, it took me a long time to, oh, cool. Someone made a little, that's beautiful, look at that rock. Ooh. Anyway, narcissists, as long as they are in your life, as long as they know one person that you know, you're going to feel the hit. I've been feeling it my whole life. Didn't even realize it. I mean, I knew I kept getting hit by a bus, and the minute I get out of a hospital, I'm freaking getting hit by another bus. That's my little metaphor for something catastrophic in my life happening while certain people stand by smirking. Oh, that's how you know a narcissist. Oh my gosh, that's how you know a narcissist. If you want the real telltale for sure on who is a narcissist, when something bad happens to you, look around. The one with the smirk on their face, oh, it may only be a second, but they cannot help themselves. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. They all have the same tactics too. I mean, it's amazing. Really is amazing. They cannot help but to give that smirk. There is always a smirk. And it's a demonic smirk. It's not a nice smirk. It's a demonic smirk. Ooh. Anyway, sorry, I get caught up on the rocks and stuff. But yeah, very demonic. And then here's the thing. This is where it just lit me up. Because okay, I heard one of the people I was watching about narcissists, because I have not stopped listening to videos on that. I heard one of them talk about the smirk. And then I pictured that smirk, and I seen it 1,000 times. And I went, oh my God. Oh my God. And, you know, I had all these questions, you know, it was like, so-and-so, is so-and-so a narcissist? Is so-and-so a narcissist? No, they can't be. They can't be. They can't be. And then when you search your memory bank, which only takes about a half a second, and you realize that you have seen that smirk on that person's face, ooh, I'm telling you, run, do not walk. Probably move 3 states away. I know I had to. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to have to. Because I'm telling you what, once you know they're a narcissist, they're going to automatically know that you know. Because you cannot converse with them. You cannot give them any of your personal information, because they use it against you. They use it against you to hurt you every time. That's why the bus always hits you and you're going, where did that come from? Damn. Shoot. Where did that come from? How did I get hit by a bus? But, you know, it's just something. They set it up. They set it up, and you know, the dominoes fall, and you get hurt, and they're smirking. I mean, that's how it works. That's how it worked in my life, and believe me, I uncovered more narcissists than you could possibly imagine. And I'm praying that you don't find, you know, more than 1 or 2 in your closet. Or in your bed, especially in your bed, because, you know, you think they're for you, that you think they have your back. You think these things, right? And they tell you they got your back, but you know what? Every time you're counting on them to be there for you, every single time. I'm not talking about just sometimes, every time. Every time there was work to be done, or you needed them for something, and you gave them a heads up on, hey, I need you on this day, and they're not there. No matter all the things you've done for them, they just somehow had to go work that day or whatever, you know, and most likely they are not at work. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they're not at work. No, that sudden thing that came up. Hey, don't be getting hurt checking up on them either. You know, your gut will tell you whether they were at work or not. All you have to do is just sit down and think about it. Sit down and think about it. Were they really at work that day? Or, you know, and you'll get this feeling in your gut. And it'll tell you. And then you can't dismiss it. Or if you do dismiss it, beware. We're all being guided right now at this point in time to pay attention to our intuition. Everybody's got it. I've always known this. I have always known this. I said it to my boyfriend before he left, as a matter of fact, or before I left him. We were watching a tarot card reading, and it was eerily on point. You know, it was just scary on point. And I said, I think that we all have these gifts, that we just need to work on them. You know, I've always, well, since I was a little kid, I used to read Ruth Montgomery, Edgar Cayce, Nostradamus, all that stuff when I was a kid. I think I was 8. Yeah, I would read all that stuff. I loved it. It was so interesting to me. I always loved Edgar Cayce because he channeled, you know? And I just thought that was amazing, that he could hear things from the other side. I thought it was awesome. But we do all have these gifts. They're gifts from God. And you just need to learn to listen to them. Learn to listen to them in every way. Because I'm telling you, when you don't listen to them, you know, it could be something simple. It's like, oh, I should grab that extra pencil and rubber band sitting there, you know? I should stick that in my purse. And you don't do it. Ow. Jeez. And you're out. And the first thing you need is a rubber band and a pencil. You know, I'm kind of a MacGyver type person. So, you know, I'm just using that as a, for instance, because it happened to me. But, you know, I mean, it's the first thing you need. And you go, darn, I should have grabbed it. That kind of stuff will start happening, and it will not stop happening. It won't stop happening until you start paying attention to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that it is on point. Don't listen to your head, and don't get in your head. I've been there for 3 years. It's a scary place. Very, very, very scary. Ooh, beautiful, huh? Beautiful flowers. Yeah, very scary for me. So then I was keeping constant noise, you know, just chatter in the background, TV, whatever I could do to keep myself from having to go in my head, because I didn't want to see anymore. There came a point where I was done. But then I kind of got addicted to the trauma. I think I've had it my whole life without realizing I had it. Which, oh God, that's bad, it's hard. You know, not realizing why. Everybody knew what buttons to push. You know, everybody knew what buttons to push.